From Edinburgh 500 Open Bible. I am Crystalene Reyes and welcome to your midweek meditation. The classroom stage. Our message today is inspired by James chapter 4 verse 14. The fact is, you do not know what will happen tomorrow. For what is your life? It is even a vapor that appears for a little time and then vanishes away. Life is like a class that we take. We learn and we grow. And at times, we get tests, different forms of assessment. At the beginning of a class, you are given goals, specific tasks, with the intention at the end of determining whether you have passed or failed the class. Let's say you have a project. The submission of this project may come at the end of the class. And then, there is a waiting period to know whether or not we have passed the class based on our submission. But at that point, the project is no longer in our reach. It has been submitted to the class teacher. And there is nothing that anyone else can do to change what we have placed on the paper, neither can we. All we must do is wait for the teacher's determination of our grade. So too is life. We enter into life as babes and are schooled as little children. The Bible tells us to train up a child in the way that he should go so that when he is old, he shall not depart from it. We get a few years of training as babes, and then we reach to the age of accountability where we start getting little tests. Eventually, as we grow, we are exposed to more of God's lessons and we begin to get harder and harder tests that shape how we learn. All the while, we are working assiduously on the project of life as we use everything that we learn throughout to perfect the presentation of that life at the appointed time. And remember, at the beginning of the class, we were all assigned and identified for different assignments at the start of the class, and this we must fulfill. If we do not fulfill these tasks, at the end, it would be said that we have not completed our assignment. Now, along the way, God places others in our life, and they themselves are working on their own life presentations. So we complement each other. So stay with me a bit. God has assigned us tasks on this earth, and He expects us as His children to complete the tasks in this stage called the classroom stage. Once we are finished here on this earth, it means that our project has been submitted. We are then placed in a place of rest where we must wait until the appointed time for God's judgment to come upon what we have done with the time that we were given while in the classroom. At this point, there is nothing that anyone can do for us to help us to better what we have done while we were living this life. Now, with this knowledge in mind, we must be very careful and we must work and we must aim to achieve the assigned task given by our Heavenly Father through the book of life that He has granted us with. Remember, we do not know what will happen tomorrow. Our lives are a mere vapor, so we must make the time that we are here worth it. We do not know what natural calamity may come, or what accidents may befall us, or whether today or tomorrow is our last day on earth. What are you doing with that project that God has tasked you with? How have you been working on that project of life to ensure that at the end you will be given a grade that says well done by the Master on Judgment Day? Let's make our lives count. Let's live for God. Let's change our hearts. Let's help to change others. Let's make the world a better place as we all perform on the classroom stage. Thank you for watching. I hope today's message blessed you. wishing you a great week ahead.